Alright, hi guys, welcome back, or welcome. My name is Mary. I am a 32-year-old first-time mom living in Michigan. I am a first-time mom to a month-old baby girl named Everly. If you hear some motion in the background, it is her in her swing taking a nap, allowing me to film this right now, so just ignore that if you can. I am starting a YouTube channel because, like I said, I am a first-time mom who is not afraid to admit I have no idea what I'm doing, and I came on here to start a channel to hopefully learn some things and also to show people who watch this what I'm learning along the way. So today's video is going to be some newborn essentials that I have discovered in my almost 5 weeks as a mom. Is it 5 weeks? No, almost 6 weeks. So today I'm going to share with you some things that I have discovered in my almost 6 weeks as a mom, some newborn essentials and stuff that I cannot live without. I made a list here on my phone so I don't forget anything. So we'll just go ahead and get right into it. And actually the first thing I want to talk about I did not bring over to me, so let me go grab it. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about, my first newborn essential that I have not been able to live without, is the Boppy pillow. My mom actually got this at Walmart. I do not know why it was on clearance. This is the new pattern. I looked it up online. Normally these things are like $32 or $33. She got this on clearance for $7, brand new, and they had a whole end cap of Boppy pillows like this, and also the white design that I think said like love on it. They had a whole end cap, and she was able to snag one for me and one for my friend who is going to have her baby in February. So this has been a lifesaver. Everly loves this. She loves to hang out in it. She loves to nap in it. She loves she loves it. We have been putting her in it since we got home from the hospital. And like I said, she loves it. It tilts her up just a little bit so she can see what's going on. With her being almost 6 weeks old, that's especially important now because she is getting more interested in the things around her. So she's able to see what's going on a little bit better. And it's just a nice little thing that you can also carry around. Like you can set it on the counter if you want to get dishes done or you're in the kitchen. You could put it in the bathroom with you if you're taking a shower. You can put it on the floor. So this has really been helpful. She really likes it. She really likes sitting in it. Sometimes she doesn't even want to be held by us, and she would rather sit in this. So this has really been a lifesaver. I wish it was safe for sleep because I would definitely throw her in this at night if I could, but it is not safe for sleep. But we just let her nap if we're right next to her. Like I said, I have it in our big chair in the living room, so if I'm on the computer or I'm watching TV, she's usually in it right next to me, either looking around or taking a little snooze in it. But we're always around her when she is in this. So that is my first newborn essential. Let me take a look at my phone because mom brain, I already forgot. So along the same lines of sleepers and things you can nap in, I also really love the Dock-A-Tot. Let me grab mine real quick. So this is the Dock-A-Tot that I have here. I actually got this from Uppababy. I did not register with Uppababy for my shower, but I made a registry so I could get the 15% off coupon. And that 15% off coupon goes for everything. There's usually exclusions on all their coupons. The 15% off to complete your registry is for everything. So I put this on my registry and then got it for 15% off. It is still insanely expensive. I hate that I paid what I had to for it, but it has seriously been a total lifesaver for us. We got this white pattern, but I do put like a little waterproof cloth in it in case she spits up, which she does quite often, so she does not stain it, because the covers are ridiculously expensive as well. So let me put this down. So that has been a total lifesaver for us. We have a bassinet for her. We have a glider for her that she sleeps in at night, and sometimes she hates both. And we have a queen size bed, me and my husband, so once we put the Dock-A-Tot in there, it does get a little cramped, but that is really like our last resort thing, is to put her in the Dock-A-Tot in the bed with us. I think she likes to be close to us, but like I said, it is last case resort. but she loves it. And then now Roman loves it because he's standing in it. But she really loves it. I have to show you guys this. Hold on. Look at this guy. Roman, are you enjoying yourself on the Dock-A-Tot? That's not for you. I know you think it is. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, your bed's over there. You can go over there on that bed. Oh, you want to face me. Okay. All right. Matt gets up pretty early in the morning, so when she's having like her 6 or 7 a.m. feeding, I will put the Dock-A-Tot in the bed with me, and when she falls asleep, I will just put her in there. I do think I want to somehow start using it more, because when she transitions to her crib, I want to take that with her. So it's not such a hard transition. So knowing she loves it now, I would eventually like her to start sleeping in it a little more, so then we can transition her to the crib, and it'll hopefully be a smooth transition. Keep your fingers crossed. So yeah, really love the Dock-A-Tot. Looked at the SnuggleMe Organic as well, but just went with the Dock-A-Tot because you can't argue with all the amazing reviews that it has. So that is another newborn essential. So the next on my list is this, Roman. The next on my list is this guy. You're probably wondering what this is. This is a bottle warmer. Everly is now 100% formula fed. I had goals to breastfeed when she was born, but I don't produce milk. I don't produce enough to feed her exclusively, so I did, Roman, stop it. So I did pump for a month to give her what I have, but it was not nearly enough to sustain her by exclusively breastfeeding. So she has been almost 100% formula fed pretty much since she has been born. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think it's quite ridiculous, the criticism women get if they don't breastfeed their children. Like me, I would have loved to. I tried as hard as I could. I did everything I could. My body just did not respond. According to lactation consultants that I went to, because I went to many, I do not have the sufficient breast tissue or glandular tissue to produce milk. So it sucks. It's sad. But you gotta do what you gotta do in terms of feeding. Fed is best. So I did pick up this bottle warmer off of Amazon. I think I picked it up during Prime Day, I think. And then funny thing is, I actually went to, because I had a bottle warmer on my registry on Amazon, I went to go take that off my registry, and turns out I had registered for this exact bottle warmer based off of the reviews. Was not a lot of money at all. I wouldn't buy an expensive bottle warmer. And I have absolutely loved it. I know they say it's not necessary to warm a bottle anymore, but Everly, since she's been born, has been having issues with spitting up quite a bit, so we started to warm her bottles in hopes that that would help with her tummy and to help keep down her food. And I mean, I would like to think it makes a difference, so we're definitely going to use this for a while longer, just until we can get her tummy issues under control. They have been better, but she still does spit up quite a bit. She is gaining weight though, so it's not enough to where it's affecting her in a negative way. Especially if your baby is having some tummy issues or issues with spit up, I would definitely give it a try. It warms it. That also is a warmer and a sterilizer. We don't use it for sterilizing. You can also unthaw, let me see. You can warm milk, you can sterilize, defrost, or warm formula. So it does a lot of things, and I really like that one. So I would recommend that one. I will put a link down below so you can take a look at it if you are interested. So the next thing on my list is this contraption right here. And if you don't know, this is a bottle sterilizer. So like I said, Everly is formula fed, so we go through quite a few bottles in a day. So I did purchase that sterilizer before she was born off of Amazon once again. It was on sale one day, so I picked it up, said I was going to test it out, and I absolutely love it. I know they say you don't have to sterilize bottles. I think after first use you can just wash them really well, whatever anybody's preference is. I read that online. I don't even know how true that is, but I prefer to sterilize my bottles. I'm going to sterilize her bottles until she is at least 3 months old, mainly because, for one, we have a dog, so a lot of times after the bottles are done, he likes to, you know, like lick the actual bottle, not the nipple. We don't let him do that, but it'll fall, you know, after she's done feeding, the bottle will fall on the floor and he may get it and lick it and it's on the floor, so it's a little bit dirty. So I do like to wash them. I wash them, clean out the nipples, and then I will put them in the sterilizer prior to each use. I also do that with her pacifiers. I will clean them and then I will put them in the sterilizer. It's just for peace of mind, knowing that my baby is getting something that is 100% clean in her mouth while she doesn't have her first shots yet, so she is building up that immunity. So it's nice to know that at least what she is putting in her mouth is clean. Let's see, what's next? So the next item on the list of stuff that I just have around here, Everly was born on October 25th. I live in Michigan, so it was already cold when she was born. So the next thing that I love and is essential for me living in the colder states are these fleece onesies. This was just one that I grabbed. She's still in newborn sizes, not for very much longer. I think she has only a matter of days that she's still in newborn sizes. But this is just a Carter's onesie with the little footies at the bottom, and I really love these for the warmth. You know, you're not supposed to sleep babies with blankets or anything in their cribs or bassinets, so this keeps her nice and warm. Our upstairs is a little bit cooler than our downstairs, so it's nice that she has this because she is always warm. She is never cold, and I just really like these. We throw these on her every single night, so we know that when she is sleeping, she is nice and snug. These are, like I said, Carter's brand. You want to know what I've been doing? So she was born right before Halloween. We got this cute little Halloween pumpkin onesie for her, and it was adorable. It is adorable. And after Halloween, we got it from Target. After Halloween, the onesie went on clearance. It went down to like $3. So I actually purchased it in 3-month size so she can continue to wear it. And I'm actually gonna do that with Thanksgiving and Christmas stuff. I mean, who cares what she's wearing at night? No one sees her. And as long as she's comfortable and she's warm, that's all I care about. So I will definitely be purchasing holiday onesies after they go on clearance at Target or whatever store does that. I will definitely be doing that for her to save some money on these nice fleece onesies because I really love them, and like I said, she wears them every night and they are great for her, especially if you live in a colder climate. You know your baby's warm, and that's the most important thing. So my next newborn essential, I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place here. My next newborn essential is my car seat cover, and it is by the brand Copper Pearl. And it is actually, this is like a 5-in-1. So I use it mainly as a car seat, only as a car seat cover really, because it can also be used as a breastfeeding cover, which I don't breastfeed. It has a bunch of different uses, but I use it as a car seat cover. This is the pattern I got. I have gotten so many compliments on this car seat cover and how pretty it is, and it really is. I do use this. I was using it more when she was first born. I have upgraded to like a, what's it called? I don't even remember what it is, but it's like a fleece one to wrap around her car seat because, like I said, I live in Michigan, so it gets cold. But this is really great to throw on top of the car seat if you don't want her, you know, catching a draft. You're going from place to place and it's not super cold. And then also, if I do use this while it is cold, I just make sure she's covered up with blankets in the actual car seat, which is another one of my essentials, which I love. Which I'm not gonna grab, but I do have it right here with me, is her car seat. Her car seat, we got the regular Nuna Pipa car seat, We were going between that and the light, but the reason why we decided to go with the regular Nuna Pipa is because of the features. It comes with a car seat base, but what we like about it is that it's also travel friendly, so you can put her in the car without the base. So we have our, you know, our parents around, so her grandparents, we have her aunts around, and we liked that if any of them had to take her somewhere and they didn't have access to our car seat base, that they could easily put her in the car seat, or in the car safely in her car seat, strapped in by the seatbelt, and she would be safe. So it's a little bit harder. We have put her in my car once without the base by strapping her in. It's a little bit harder, takes a little bit more time, but it is awfully convenient, especially if you're traveling. And it's also a lot lighter. It's not as light as the light, but it's still pretty light. And especially for me, having a C-section, being on weight restriction after she was born, it was nice to have a lighter car seat and not a big, bulky, heavy car seat. Sorry, my camera died. So what I was saying, which I don't even remember what I was saying, we love our car seat. We recommend it for many reasons. It's also very good. It has good safety features, and it's one of the safest car seats out there. So we really do love it. Pricey, but we do plan on using it if we can for future children. So we really, I already feel like we got our money's worth out of it because the convenience is fabulous. Which goes into my next essential, which goes along with the Nuna, is her stroller. We did splurge and get the Uppababy Vista stroller. We got the adapters to go with the Nuna, so the Nuna does click into it, and that has been an absolute lifesaver. It is like you're pushing nothing. Even when the baby's in it, it is like pushing nothing. It is the nicest stroller I have ever used in my life. And I did use the Bye Bye Baby coupon that I talked about earlier, the 15% off. It does go for that, the registry completion coupon. So go ahead and use that if you want a little bit of money off. But we did go ahead and splurge and get that, and I absolutely love it. I am so glad we got it. I've already used it so many times. I don't carry her car seat. If I'm going anywhere, even yesterday I went to Panera to go pick up food. I did not want to carry her car seat into Panera, so I put her in the stroller, took it in, put my Panera in the bottom, walked right out. It's super easy, super convenient. There's a big bucket on the bottom, so if you do go shopping, you can put your stuff in there. I do that all the time, and I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that we got it. I know it's pricey. I totally understand it's pricey. It is an investment for sure. We plan on using it for future children. If Everly's still pretty little, when we have our second baby, we can have them both in there. It kind of grows with you, which is the only reason that we were able to justify buying it. So I also do recommend that stroller if you can afford it, but if not, there are other great strollers out there. I actually do see people with strollers around, and I'll kind of look to see if it's an Uppababy, and it's a different brand, but it looks just like it. So we just really loved everything about it, and we pushed every single stroller at Bye Bye Baby, and none of them was as smooth of a ride as the Uppababy. So we did go ahead and get that one, and we love it. But like I said, definitely not an essential, more of a splurge, but we do really love it. I really love it. It's been really helpful for me, so I do love that stroller. The next essential on my list, or maybe not on my list, I'll just finish up here, is, I have the box really ugly because I use it so much, is Gripe Water. And this is the brand we use. You can get it from Target. Let's see, can you focus? Okay. Mommy's Bliss, we get it at Target. And this is a total lifesaver. You can use this at newborn age. Let me see. Take it back, you can use it at 2 weeks of age. So all the directions are on here of how to use it. It comes with a little syringe. This helps relieve occasional stomach discomfort from gas, colic, fussiness, and hiccups. So like when I was talking about the bottle warmer, Everly has been having problems with her tummy, with spit up. She is quite gassy, so when she is super fussy, especially after a feeding, and we know she's burped and we know she's full and she's still fussy, we will give her some Gripe Water, and it has worked wonders. Does it work every single time? No, because sometimes gassy, upset tummies is not the reason for her fussiness, but when it is, the Gripe Water really helps, and we really are glad we have it, and I would recommend it. I know there are other types out there on the market as well. I can just speak for this kind that we have, and we really love it, and it has saved us a couple times. So definitely recommend that. The next essential that I have, which it's all messed up right now, is a swaddle. This is just one of the SwaddleMe Swaddles, and Everly is almost 6 weeks old, and she still gets swaddled every single night. She does not like it. She initially did not like it because she is one that loves to have her hands up by her face. In every single ultrasound that we had when she was in the womb, her hands were always by her face. We did a 3D ultrasound, her hand was by her face, it was in her mouth. In the womb, that was how it always was, and she is the exact same way on the outside. Her hands are always by her face. If I put the camera on her right now, her hands are probably up by her face. But that also, when they're not swaddled and wrapped up tight, it also can initiate their startle reflex, and her startle reflex is very intact. She wakes herself up a lot. And we learned that the hard way when we were kind of doing loose swaddles in the beginning, or we were doing swaddles that kept her arms out. She needs to have her arms swaddled in to help with that startle reflex, and she fights it a little in the beginning, but within 30 seconds she normally passes out once we swaddle her. So definitely recommend the SwaddleMe for when they're little. The Halo sleep sacks are great, which I only have one of, which I haven't used so far, but you hear they're great, so I'm excited to use that when she's a little bit bigger. I think the one that we have starts at 10 pounds, and she's not 10 pounds yet. So definitely recommend the SwaddleMe brand. There are other brands out there. I can't speak for how good they are. I got these for my baby shower, and I really have enjoyed them, and they also have really saved us a couple times. So highly recommend the swaddles. Next, for burp cloths, I got these. I registered for these and got these at my shower. This is just one of them. They came in a pack of like, I think 4. These are my favorite. They are the Burt's Bees burp cloths. I like them because they're a little bit thicker and they are pretty absorbent. So when she spits up on them, which there may be spit up on this one right now, when she spits up on them, it doesn't just sit there and then wipes off on you. It absorbs into the burp cloth. So they're really cute too. They're really soft. I think I had these registered on, I think, Amazon. I think you can get them at Target too, but I really like these. The next essential, and I happened to put this in my cart when I was closing my registry at Bye Bye Baby, even though, like I said, I was not registered there for my shower, but I created the registry to get the coupon. I happened to see these in a recommended for you section, and I clicked on them and bought a pack. They were pretty cheap, and I am so glad I did, because they have, like I said a lot of times in this video, they have saved us. And it is just this waterproof changing pad cover, and I think, like I said, it was cheap. It was $12, I think, for 2, and they're just this waterproof pad. And what I do is I put this on top of her changing pad, and I do have like a cover on that, but then I put that on top of that, because the last thing you want in the middle of the night when you're changing her diaper and she pees all over the place is to have to take off that pad or take off that cover, find a new one, put it on. That's the last thing you want to do. So I put this on top of the cover, and this is waterproof and absorbent, so if she pees, I just take this away. It's machine washable, and I love it. It's saved a lot of our stuff. I actually put this in the Dock-A-Tot as well when she's laying in it, so if she spits up, it doesn't stain that nice white fabric. And also, I've read a lot of reviews online. The white Dock-A-Tots, babies, from their head oil can stain the Dock-A-Tot over time. So if she is on this, she is not going to stain the Dock-A-Tot, so it'll stay nice and clean. So I really do love these. Makes spit ups, pees, accidental pees, makes it really easy to clean up. especially in the middle of the night, because you know that's when they always pee, is in the middle of the night. You take off that diaper, you think she's good, and then all of a sudden you see the onesie and the pad underneath it getting soaked. So what are you gonna do? You just try to be prepared and make it as easy as possible. And I have found that those have really helped. Okay, what else do I have on my list? Let me check real quick. Okay, so I have one more thing left on my list that is an essential, and it took me a little bit to get into the groove of using this, but since I have used it every single day. This is what I like to call my brain. This is my brain when it comes to Everly, especially in the beginning. Now we can stretch out her feedings a little bit longer, but when she was first here and it was like 2 to 3 hour feedings and you had to wake her up, she had to get her bottles in so she could start gaining weight, especially because she was losing a little weight in the beginning because of the spit up and all those problems and trying to breastfeed and not being able to. She lost a little bit of weight, so we really wanted to make sure that she was getting fed, that she was having the correct amount of wet and dirty diapers. So I downloaded a couple apps. The first one I didn't like, and then I found this one, which is free, but you can get the premium version. I think you pay $7. It's just a one-time fee. And it is called the Sprout app. And what it is it's just a tracker, basically. So let me show you. So this is what it looks like. Focus. It's just a little orange, I don't know if it's focusing, a little orange icon with a baby face on it. And then you go into it and it looks like this. And the first page just kind of gives you a rundown of the day, and it gives you little tips at the bottom. And then there's also an area for memories, which I don't really fill out. Medical, you can put in there a health tracker. You can record their temperatures, medications, events. You can put down questions for the doctor when you go take her to the doctor. Developmental tracker, which let me look at that. Like it says here, what Everly should be doing by the end of 2 months, and you just kind of check it off as you go. And then the growth tracker, which I use every time she goes to the doctor. Like right now, she's in the 18th percentile for weight, 53rd percentile for height, and she's in the 100th percentile for her head circumference. So every time she gets a weight, I put it in. Every time she gets a length check and a head circumference check, I put it in here just to make sure she's on track. And then under the tools button, this is the one I use the most. This is the one that I use all the time. So you can track her sleeping, you can track her feedings, you can track pumping if you pump, you can track her diaper changes, and her activity tracker. So under activity tracker, I just pretty much put in tummy time every time right now. That's really the only activity that she does, but I use the sleep, feeding, and diaper tracker every day. It is my brain. When you are so sleep deprived, when that baby is brand new, and someone asks you when was the last time they ate, when was the last time they had a dirty diaper, when was the last time they pooped, and you literally just look at them like, what? I think it was this, it could have been this, I don't really remember. That is your brain. And I kind of wish I would have got my Apple Watch sooner. I just got this recently because I can do everything on the Apple Watch as well without having the phone. So that has been amazing. That has been total peace of mind. There were a couple days where she went over 24 hours without a poopy diaper. So I was able to take that to her doctor and ask, is this normal? And they told me yes. So it just helps when you don't have a brain anymore because your baby has taken it all up and you haven't slept more than 3 hours in the last who knows when. You can't even remember the last time you got like a 4 or 5 hour stretch of sleep. So that is very nice to have and very helpful. And I think that is all my newborn essentials. Hopefully this video isn't too long. I feel like all my videos are long because I'm kind of long-winded once I get going. But I really enjoyed watching these videos when I was pregnant. I watched a bunch of them, I took notes. So I'm happy that I was able to do one now, and I can speak from experience and let you guys know what really helped me. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let me know what your newborn essentials are. Let me know what your baby essentials are. Because I definitely, like I said, I don't know nothing, so I would love to know. If anyone has any sleeping tips for baby, let me know. For newborn sleeping tips, because she is sleeping not very great right now. She's going through her first leap, which I think would explain this little bit of time, but prior to that she wasn't a very good sleeper either. So any tips regarding getting more sleep would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having a good day, night, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.